Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, thank you so much for the 100,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare yourself for your exam. So all the steps that you need to take to be fully prepared for whatever is coming. The first thing you need to do is to gather all the things you need to study. So your summaries, your notes, your syllabus, the PowerPoint of the teacher, and of course your books. This may sound so obvious, but I know a lot of students who don't even have their books when the exams are coming. The second thing you should do is make a planner, especially when you have to study a lot of things. I have made two videos, one video about how I use my daily planner and one video about how I prepare my exams that I will link in the description box, and I always use these methods to prepare myself for my exams. Also, make sure you leave 1 or 2 days before the exam, especially when it's a big exam, for revision or a backup if you're behind on your schedule, or to practice a little bit more. When you're going to start studying, you should constantly keep in mind what is the exam going to look like. This is going to make you study a lot more efficiently. So when you know the exam is going to be a lot of theory questions, of course you're going to study all the definitions by heart. Or if you know that you have to solve some cases, then you need to practice some cases at home. My next tip is to study in the most efficient way. No one likes to study for hours and hours and hours because it's so tiring. So choose the method that is the smartest. So if you know that your exam is going to have super detailed questions, of course you're not going to summarize your whole book, because if you need to write on all the details, you're just going to rewrite your book, and that's going to take way too much time. Another thing that you should keep in mind, if you don't understand something, you can, 1, ask your professor, but if you're not able to ask your professor because, I don't know, you don't have any lectures, you can use Google to search for the answer, or you can ask your friends. Never hesitate to ask something you don't understand. If you notice that you're running out of time, it's time to prioritize. So study the most important things, and if you notice that you are spending too much time on a chapter, just skip it and go to the next chapter. And if you have some time left, you can go back to the chapters that you didn't completely study because they were too hard or too boring or whatever. My next tip is to use your content table as a revision sheet before the exam. So your content table is basically a really short summary of your whole book. So grab your content table and read a chapter and try to tell everything you know about that chapter. And if you don't know something, if you forgot something, just go back to that chapter and study it again. If you have saved the last 1 or 2 days before the exam for backup or revising, you can also use it to practice old exams. So in my university, we have a Facebook group chat where we share our old exams, and you can just look at that and practice them. But we also have a Dropbox where we share old exam questions, so you can use that to practice. And if you don't understand the question or you don't know the answer, you can study it again. The last thing before the exam is to get a good night's rest, so your brain is all fresh and your body is awake and you can concentrate really good on the exam. So those are my tips to fully prepare your exam. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more study videos, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you next time.